content on this channel is not made for kids and intended for adult action figure collectors.
Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bash kids, Shartimus,
And Wonder Woman here. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends 2019 Fantastic Four Super Skrull Build-A-Figure Waves, Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
So even though these figures are sold separately, I am reviewing them together. I'm also pairing up the Human Torch and Thing review, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, nice packaging right over here. I really like the blue and black, and it just really goes well with the figures, especially with that card behind right there. But anyway, looking on the side of the packaging, you can see nice images of Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. Not looking too bad. I like the art. And then on the back right here, you can see product shots of the figures. There's the other figures from the wave. Then there's a read-up on Mr. Fantastic. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. Here's a read-up on Invisible Woman. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause it right now. And then on the side, you get those same images again. Then on the top, they each have the Fantastic Four logo, looking pretty cool. Has that little spot varnish thing going on right there, so that's pretty neat. Not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack these things open. And here's Sue Storm and Reed Richards out of the packaging, participating in a little bit of marital, consensual, tushy tickling. You know, I just thought that'd be kind of fun to play with the figures like that. But I think these figures are pretty neat. I do like them. However, not my favorite Fantastic Four figures of all time, but still cool stuff about them. I like the new accessories, so let's get a closer look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at these figures. We get the Build-A-Figure parts, and then just these hand accessories right over here for Mr. Fantastic. Not a whole lot going on. You get these regular fisted hands that do have this nice black mixed in there with the blue, so I think that looks great. I do like how that looks. Nice and clean, so pretty cool. And then we get these stretchy finger hands right over here, which are pretty cool as well. You know, to be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of these. It's just kind of like, yeah, I don't know, there's just not a whole lot you could do with Mr. Fantastic with the long stretchy fingers, unless you have like another stretchy part going on too. So just having it like that is just, I don't know, a little on the lame side. We do have these long arms, you know, from the previous version. That's a lot more fun to play around with, but, you know, just having the salad fingers, you know, right over here, you know, it's kind of fun to have, you know, him getting a little grabby with Invisible Woman, but aside from that, I'm not the biggest fan of these. So it's my understanding that the inverted suit in this design choice for the Fantastic Four is from the Dan Slott run, which I have not read. I believe that started only in 2018. I know, I need to catch up, and I do have #1, and I have an Invisible Woman variant. Thanks, Comic and Figure Addicts. But I do like this head sculpt right here. It does remind me of the Walgreens exclusive Reed Richards figure. It looks like it's the same guy with just a different haircut and different facial hair, so I like that a lot. They both have the raised eyebrow. I do think they missed the mark just a tiny bit right there on that eyebrow, though. It looks like there's some plastic showing that the eyebrow should be just a little bit lower. And, you know, I think the beard looks pretty good. You know, it's not too bad. I like the gray spots in it right over there. There are parts where it does look like it's just painted on instead of it looking like actual facial hair, though. You know, like where it gets flat, where it doesn't have any sculpt to it. I'm not the biggest fan of those areas of the beard. But for the most part, I think it's a pretty good looking beard. You know, you can see it's all kind of just askew right there. So the application of it, you know, really wasn't the best. You could see some beard sculpt missing. So it's like the whole thing was just kind of placed incorrectly. So as I look at this in more detail, I'm less and less happy with it. So that's unfortunate. I wish it did come out a little bit better, but not awful. I do like the gray mixed in there with the brown, and same thing with right here with the hair. The hair looks really good, like that. Really nice sculpt, so very pleased with that. And again, the face looks pretty good, except for that eyebrow. Just looks like it's, you know, just missed the mark. So I wish the whole execution of this figure was a little bit better. Then looking at the rest of the figure, it is the same exact thing that we had seen from the Walgreens exclusive, except for the accessories, of course. So you can pop these arms off, you know, if you want to. They just pop out very easy, just as they did before. But nice, clean deco right over there for the 4 logo. And I like the blue paint over black. On the back of the figure, you can see these nice blue lines right there. We get some decent paint right over here on the front. Not looking too bad at all, except for in the legs. It does get a little bit sloppy. Right there. That's the spot where I was like, oh man, I wish that was executed better. So overall, the execution of the figure isn't really that great. However, I do like how the design came out for it. And then we get these new feet right over here with the cleats. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that they needed cleats, but hey, they got cleats, you know what I mean? Who knows when a soccer game is going to start. So there you go, looking pretty cool, and it still has peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And then Invisible Woman comes with her invisibility shield, which is incredible. I love this thing, man. This is one of the coolest accessories I think I've seen. One of the cooler newer accessories that we've seen from Hasbro. Very pleased with this. I really like it a lot. I like how it's kind of swirling right there coming from the hand. And then it's very easy to apply to the figure as well. So you can see that it's all contoured to this right hand that we have on Invisible Woman. So you can see the thumb is going to go down there. And then you're going to put 3 fingers in that top piece, maybe 4, but for me, I've always just had this work fine with just 3 going in there. And let's just aim that properly. There you go. And it stays in her hand very well. You can shake it around and it will fall off eventually, but mostly stays in there very well. I think that is really cool. What's also really cool is that this works on the Walgreens exclusive version, and it just looks so much better on this figure, man. So just line up the fingers right there the same exact way, and wow, that looks so much cooler. Oh, I really like that a lot. So I'm very pleased with this accessory, man. And then looking at Invisible Woman's head sculpt, I think it looks just as gorgeous as the other version. Now the hair just throws me off a little bit. I feel like the way the hair is sculpted here just looks a little too symmetrical. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just throws me off. So what do you think about that? But overall, it doesn't look too bad. I do like how we get some color variation right there. So that's really cool. And then you can see all the little pieces like floating around and stuff. Yeah, it just looks like it may be too long in the front right. I don't know. There's something in the sculpt that's just throwing me off. It looks too symmetrical to me, I guess. But I love how the face came out. Looks beautiful. Gorgeous looking eye paint right there, and for the mouth and eyebrows and everything. And it looks like the same person that we had seen in the Walgreens exclusive version. So I do like that a lot. So I think that's pretty awesome. And then looking at the suit, it looks pretty neat too, man. I do like the clean deco that we're seeing right there. And then the neck looks pretty good with that blue paint over the black. I like these lines. It kind of remind me of the Big Time Badass a little bit, you know, but a little splotchy right there. And she has a port right there on the back. The arms look pretty cool. They look pretty clean anyway, so I like that. Nice blue paint and everything. This blue waistband looks good on the Kate Bishop body mold. We get those Kate Bishop nalgas, which look really good on this Invisible Woman, so I'm happy with that. Looks really good. The legs look great right here as well. Get a little fuzzy right over there. A little fuzzy right over there, but not too bad, man. You know, a lot of these little details that don't come out crispy perfect, you kind of forget about them when you put them on the shelf, you know what I mean? But still, I like it when I have clean paint apps. She's wearing pumps, I guess. I don't know what exactly to call this, but it's kind of like a high heel thing with the, yeah, so it looks a little bit weird, but it works. Now, we've seen these figures with different paint apps before, so if you want to check out the articulation segment on both of these figures, click the card right there to those other reviews of the Walgreens exclusives. Now, to measure out these two figures, you can see that Invisible Woman is standing just under 6.5 inches tall, and it looks like Reed is standing just above 6.5 inches. And then for a Reed and Sue figure comparison, we have the two Walgreens exclusive figures next to these two Skrull Build-A-Figure Wave figures, and you can swap parts around. So initially, I just wanted to see how this would look. We have our bearded Reed right over here on the original FF suit, and then we have the older head sculpt right here on this new version, so that's kind of what I was expecting from that. Nothing really surprising there. If you wanted to take these stretchy fingers right here and then put it on this older figure, you can do that. The color does not match at all, so you'd have to paint this all black if you wanted to do something like that, which could be a neat option to have if you have the stretchy arm going and then you get the stretchy fingers going. But if you're gonna have a stretchy arm, you might as well have the stretchy fingers too, right? So that kind of doesn't make sense. And then with these two, I really do like both of these head sculpts. It's hard for me to decide which one I like more, but I'm leaning a little bit more towards this one. And then swapping the heads was something that I had to do, and that looks pretty cool. I'm actually kind of liking the newer head sculpt more, just because it looks like a Sue Storm that's in battle or something. You know what I mean? With the hair flying around, it looks like she's more in battle. So I'm probably going to have her displayed like this, and of course use this new invisibility effect piece right over here. And I think that is going to be my choice, Wonder Woman, Invisible Woman for display. I think that looks really cool. I don't know why I keep calling her Wonder Woman. That's just never happened to me before in my life. Yeah, dad mode's a bit. That looks awesome though, doesn't it? Oh, that looks so freaking cool. And then here's the new Reed and Sue figures next to our Walgreens exclusive Human Torch and Thing. And if you did not want to get the new Human Torch and Thing figures, these two will still work with these two right here, I think. And just because the figure was close by, I brought in Namor the Submariner, and here he is next to the Reed and Sue. And then here's Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Salad fingers over there, you're not so badass. But you know what's pretty badass? Is that your wife and I can both go invisible. Care to join me? So I gotta say, neither of these are bad figures. Again, not my favorite suits. I do like the classic look, but these are not bad by any means. And if you want to get every single version of the Fantastic Four, well, hey, you're one step closer now. But they're not bad. I just wish that the Mr. Fantastic had better accessories, and I do like the Invisible Woman a little bit more so, simply because of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and rate these separately. They both cost around 20 to 25 bucks. So at that price point, I'm giving this Mr. Fantastic figure a sud rating of meh. At the same price point, I'm giving this Invisible Woman a sud rating of
It's not so bad.
and I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. If you want to show some love for this YouTube channel, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to show even more love, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thanks to all these people over here for giving the ultimate love by supporting this YouTube channel over on Patreon. If you're interested in the sneak peek posts and the exclusive photo galleries and videos and giveaways over on the Patreon, link in the description below. If you want to see the latest in Marvel news, be sure to check out marvelousnews.com, and don't forget to follow me over on the social media on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face is my shot.